In hindsight, it was the worst time to start an overstock business because supply chains were so screwed up.
Right.
So I placed my first order, I think August 15th or 14th of 2020. And prior to 2020, they were there in like a week. Like if you got overstocks, you were getting truckloads a week because they were just going around. I didn't get it for 6 weeks.
Ooh.
So the first 6 weeks of business, I'm just twiddling my thumbs, actually golfing a lot. I had a golf membership. So I was like, I don't have anything else to do. I don't have any product to get. And we were then a little bit more concerned. I was like, all right, prior to all this, we really did a good job of saving our own money, and we never took a dime out. I've never financed a bit on this whole
It sounds
endeavor
like you
company.
come into things with a plan.
Try to.
Whereas a lot of times when my wife and I did our businesses, we were pretty much at the end of our strings and just went, hey, we're going to do this.
Just make it work, right? Just spend less than you make, invest the difference, save the difference, do something like that. And so I started listening to more of his business side of things, and it was interviewing, basically early podcasting of interviewing just CEOs of a lot of companies, how they started, how they got off the ground.
Is that just to get the name and then the supply line?
Mostly inventory, your business startup. Some
So
actually,
you got some inventory in that amount too?
yeah, I actually snuck into where they were at a time where they weren't really charging very much of a fee because of COVID. So like they lowered their entry fee even a little bit. So it all worked out pretty good there. Not that I planned that by any means, but it worked. And so, yeah, we got in there, but inventory took forever to get there. It was 6 weeks on the first one, but we sold everything we got on that first truck in like a week and a half.
Really?
And I was like, this is possible. Like, this is doable. We can do this. And so then I waited another 4 weeks for our next truck and sold that in like a week. And then waited another like 3-4 weeks and sold that one off. And so I didn't make a dime that first basically 4 to 6 months. But we were able to not lose any money and didn't really have to put a ton into it.
You got to pay the bills and yeah, that's good.
Of the business.
Yeah.
So even our own financial situation at that point on the personal level was my wife's income. We could live off of it entirely. So if I didn't need to make much, it was fine. We didn't have any extra, but we could at least scrape by until this could start working. 2021, as soon as that rolled around, supply lines started fixing themselves until April and then or March, whenever that freeze happened down in Texas and Houston. That was just nuts.
Oh yeah.
Well, like 80% of the foam for memory foam mattresses and foam beds and car upholstery and couches and everything was actually just gone. Like it was done because all the freezing froze all the pipes and all those expand and all that. So it kind of threw off supply again. And so then through like 3 months, they were trying to get their supply back on to normal.